The other two human needs that we have is the need for significance. We need to feel significant. We need to contribute and be a part of something that means something. So most people would go and work, and they're working in jobs that they don't like. They're working in businesses they don't like because they have this perception that being in this job or in this circle is what you need to do. And it doesn't make them feel significant, so they go and start controlling others. Yeah?
This is why we see the likes of gangs and cults
110%.
Established
110%.
because of the need for people to be significant and belong to something.
Absolutely. And we all need to belong, and we all do belong into something. People represent this by the way they dress, by the way they talk, whether they're dressed in suits or whether they're dressed in gothic punk clothes. It is to belong to something. Right? Now, they do it unconsciously, and they belong to something, and they can't see the results of or the outcome of what that's going to become. They have this need, and if they can direct these needs into something that is profound and will enable them to contribute to their life and to the community and to others, they'll live a very fulfilled life. But they do these things, and you look at them and you say, these people are crazy. Why are they doing this? Why are they still failing? Because unconsciously they're trying to fulfill these needs. They're trying to fulfill these needs without knowing. So what I like to do in my trainings and my talks is to educate people. You can be successful, you can live a fulfilled life, but you can't do that without understanding. Now, our minds doesn't come with a manual. We create it and we learn as we go, and most people in our conversation before were saying a lot of things. You know, our relationships will affect our happiness in our jobs, in our work.
Of course.
Our work will affect the same way, and our family and raising children, or our businesses, or our interactions with people in general. So, on top of the need of being significant is, one of my favourites and the most important is growth.
Oh, of course, yes.
We need to continue to grow. Now, people, and I'm sure we can all relate to this, is that there are people around us that we've sort of surpassed and grown and expanded. Now, I'm not just talking about materialistics and financial, but your thoughts, the way you think, the way you interact with others. What's worse is backwards thinking, but we're talking here of people that actually haven't developed. I mean, can we relate to some of these people? Do you know people in your life that you sort of surpassed because you've taken that extra time to do the extra course, or go to the extra seminar, or read the extra book, or just hang out with people that will help you become better?
Absolutely.
The need for growth is so essential for us as human beings that if we just focus on that, everything else will fall into place. If we continue to learn and to develop and to grow progressively through a strategy, and this is what I encourage my clients to do, and I'm sure you would do the same, is that we help them get from there to there, but in that we explain that there is going to be a growth process.
Absolutely.
There are going to be challenges that you're going to need to face, and we're there to help you and support you with it. But you need to do that in your personal life, in your relationships, in your business, because nothing's ever the same.
No, and they all flow together, because you'll never have a successful business if you don't have a successful marriage or a successful family life, or just a successful life within yourself, and a successful life in not financially but in fulfillment.
Yes.
And what I try and teach in the circle of people that come to me for advice on business and the programs that I hold is that to be successful in business, you have to continue to move forward. And to move forward, it comes with a little bit of uneasiness.
Yes.
You can't get comfortable, because comfort is going backwards. So therefore I say to people, if you aren't uncomfortable in your business, if you're comfortable, you're going backwards. You must continue to be uncomfortable. Not unbearable, but uncomfortable, because uncomfortable makes you grow.
Yeah.
It continues to move you in the forward direction, because not all motion is forward motion. And people mistaken that sometimes, that because they're doing, they think they're moving forward, but in actual fact they could be doing but doing nothing and actually going backwards. So it is very, very important to continue to keep the brain active and just live that little bit of uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
And again, not unbearable, because no one likes to be unbearable. They like that, just the variety to keep things flowing.